So folks, and welcome back to DT Plays DT. I just thought about that not too long ago. Oh, check out that medal right there. I didn't know I could get the medals in here. I know I could get like the treasures, but not the medals. Anyway though, yeah, it just occurred to me like not too long ago that Ducktales, DT, Fox. Of course, people in real life do actually call me DT, but anyway, last episode, we started the game and then we entered the Amazon. This episode, we're going into Transylvania. I can't count the amount of times I played this game. I should probably duck down until it's safe. Man, I know how to ruffle a few feathers with my jokes. No. Okay, but yeah. Wow, look at that dancing duck skeleton right there. I was about to make a Bill joke, but I'm not. I promise. Just keep it on my tab instead of putting it on my bill. But yeah, I think this was one of the first previews I actually saw back on the cutscene, which I probably should have actually shown. But you know what? Oh, what? Okay then. I guess I'll just keep bouncing. Dude, really? Are you serious? Who would have thought there'd be money hidden around here? Actually, to be honest, yeah, no, yeah. You see, my initial strategy, I'm taking that. What I love to do is like bounce like medium to high so I can like cover enough ground while also, you know, seeing if there's other stuff around. And sometimes it's a little bit more obvious than others, but you know what, I really hate talking about strategy sometimes, because who am I to really talk about strat? Oh my god. Oh my, I never noticed this before. Look at that picture back there. The eyes are following Scrooge. I'm not sure if that happened in the original game, but that sure is a doozy of a surprise, and a little bit more creepy now that I actually see it. Oh god. But yeah, one other thing I was thinking more about while trying to remember the series of Ducktales, woohoo, is that what is it? There was something important I was trying to remember. Give me a second here. Oh yeah, I remember now. How a lot of the premise of shows and like the main characters and stuff are often the fact that I can apparently go up here. What is up here? Why can't I go up here? I don't see anything. Yeah, never mind. Anyway, one of the interesting things about I'm even here. Is there even anything up here? You know what? Yeah, get out of here. I had to think for a second. Now, one of the interesting premises about this, well, other than that, the fact that I think DuckTales is based off the old Scrooge McDuck comics, as far as I've heard. But nah, that a lot of modern TV shows would often be based around, like, you know, kids and teens and, like, you know, young adults and stuff. But this game, it's Scrooge McDuck, an old man who's really rich. He's basically greedy while he does kind of care about family. But he's basically a treasure hunter in this series. And of course he has his nephews, Huey, Dewey, Louie, his niece, Abigail and stuff. You know, the fact that the main character isn't, like, generally, you know, appealing to the target demographic and or masses, you know, kind of says something about the show. Kind of says a lot. Which way do I'm gonna go left. See a big burly duck? I'm gonna go the other way. Don't worry, I'll save you from this ghost that's apparently wearing a mask. And he sounds really familiar too. I really wish I could show the cutscenes, or I can't say I wish I could show the cutscenes, because I really very much could. And I don't want to say I don't care, because that would be really mean. But nah, I'm just trying to power through this for the sake of gameplay and stuff, and in the most respectful way. If you want to see the story, and there is story, or at least there is story. Can't say it like there isn't. You know, I highly recommend downloading this game. In fact, that's the driving point. If you want to see, okay, freaking ghost. If you really want to see the cutscenes and appreciate it at like full worth, really do actually download this game. I mean, for only $15 a pop, you won't be that mistaken. And then of course the argument comes up too that, like, if a game is short, should that really affect its price? But I'm with the camp that says, like, if the game is good or enjoyable, you know, why does it have to be $1 if it's, you know, if it's only 2 hours long, if it only takes 2 hours to get to the credits, like, actually, maybe I should probably start from the very top. Now, what technically counts is like fully enjoying and beating the game? Because if all it is just getting to the credits, maybe it's not, you know, maybe you're not enjoying the game for its full worth. Like, just beating the game and getting to the credits as soon as possible. Like, this game can be beaten in 10 minutes. Unlike, as opposed to, like, you know, it takes this long to find all the secrets and stuff. Because that's one thing. But if it only takes so long to get to the credits, but you had a good time the entire way, should that really affect the price that much? Because while it is kind of like a mass consumer kind of thing, one thing that strikes me a little bit is that, like, I'm an artist cartoonist myself. So, oh, I found a secret. Cool. I'm taking it. I'm taking it. But yeah, I'm an artist cartoonist myself, so, well, I want to say amateur just so no one, like, really gets on me like, you're not a real cartoonist. But yeah, like, even if you enjoy something for a short while, you know, I still put my blood, sweat, and tears into it. And it sure would be unkind to get, you know, not paid, to still be underpaid for the amount of work that I might have done. That's just kind of the way I look at it. And I think, you know, artists looking at other artists kind of understand it a little bit more than people who aren't outright artists or don't know artists. But, dang, I was hoping I could actually come up with a better... I can't get through there until I find the other relics. Yeah. Wait, is that... No, see, look at this. The male duck's eyes is looking straight at me, which is even more creepy, I'll be honest. As opposed to this lady that actually... Well, the other one followed me. This one isn't following me. I guess I'm not hot enough. I think the only thing that would make it even more creepier is if he blinked. If that blinked, I'd be freaked the flip out right now. Okay, but yeah. I was trying to think about how to, you know, put into my point about the amount of work, plus the amount of time, plus how much enjoyment you actually get out of something. It varies. It very much does. But, I don't know why it's so hard for me to put it into words. But, like, I think the previous argument was Journey. Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. But yeah, Journey was the previous example. No, don't hit me! Okay, I thought I was gonna get hit. 4, 2. But yeah, Journey was the previous example where, like, I think they said it only takes about 2 hours to beat the game. But if it's an enjoyable 2 hours, you know, why shouldn't, you know, that one video game company, that one game, what is it? That was, they had a certain title for their company. That one game company? Or something like that. But yeah, why shouldn't they get paid for the amount of work that they do? That's really all I can really say about that. I'm sure there's more and, like, a better way to, like, talk about it, but that's just, like, kind of the more straightforward thing to say. Like, it may be short, but did you have fun? Then it's worth the price. I mean, there is such a thing as too expensive. I'll admit that much. That there is such a thing as, like, too high of a price. Like, $50 for a good time. How dare you? I mean, when you compare mediums and stuff, like, say to go to the movie theater, it costs, like, I think well over $10 now in, like, certain high level. I've always wondered how to get over there, and I think there's something on the other side. I'm gonna figure out how to get over there this episode. But yeah, high price. It costs about $10 to go to the movie theater and enjoy the movie and stuff. And, you know, people willingly pay for that, and you only get, like, one moment of enjoyment from that. So why not pay the amount you can? Why not pay just about the same for a video game that you can actually come back and play later? It is kind of interesting to think that for all the awesome stuff that video games offer and all the opportunities and things, you know, people are still, some gamers, not all of them, I don't want to say all of them, but a good amount of them are still so, I don't want to say entitled, because that's often a word thrown around as much as, like, fanboy and troll. But sometimes I feel certain gamers or some gamers ask for so much when so much is already offered for what the price that something's already worth. Like, I can admit that, like, or I can agree that $60 for video games is kind of a lot at times, depending on what the game is. Especially if it's, like, really low quality, and especially if they're charging you for additional paid DLC for games for things that are already done and made. I can agree that's, like, kind of BS right there. But other times, another example is when Earthbound was finally available on the Wii U. This is after, I think, almost 20-something years. I think 15 years, maybe. I need to look back up my information, but yeah, Earthbound has not been made in America. Has not been made. Has not. Can't talk. Has not been made and not available. Made in the West for about 15 years. So it finally comes back. It's okay. I accidentally hit the A button, which stopped my jump short, I think. But yeah, the game has not been available for 15 years, and when it's finally released, it's cost $10 on Wii U Virtual Console. Now, this is about $2 more than regular SNES games available on Virtual Console. And people actually complained about that, like, how dare Nintendo go against their pricing model, trying to nickel and dime us. Well, it's technically $2, so it's about 4 quarters. Or 20 dimes. Or 40 nickels. But yeah, how dare Nintendo try to nickel and dime us for a game that's highly acclaimed, that people have been trying to get come back to the US and Europe for the longest. And it's like, shut up and just enjoy the game. It's a good game. Sure, it's $2 more than the average price, but if you want to get the physical version, you'd be paying about... How much would you be paying? Good lord, I think you'd be paying about, God dang, how much would you be paying? I think well into the hundreds, I think, if you looked up on eBay before the game was available on Virtual Console. What the... get out of here! Get on, son! How about you come this way? I'm going my way. You need to eat some, you're nothing but skin and bones. But yeah, that's my belief anyway, that, like, you know, certain things are very hard to come by, so sometimes you do have to pay that premium price, you know, to get that full enjoyment. And sometimes, you know, just shut up and enjoy instead of, like, complain about that extra $1 or $2. Because another thing I can really say, and my nose is actually getting a little bit stuffy now, is that, for a lot of things that some gamers complain about, if only they put that much energy into, like, you know, bigger real-world stuff. Not saying that your entertainment doesn't matter and first-world problems and all that jazz, but imagine if certain gamers put the same amount of energy they do into console wars and complaining about game prices, or, like, you know, unjustifiably complaining, and put that into, like, politics or improving your society or something. Imagine how much more we could actually get done. And I don't really mean this. Oh, that's how you get over here. I figured it out. I figured it out. I am so smart. Yeah, but no, yeah, that, yeah, just imagine if you actually put more. Oh, okay, but this thing doesn't warp me though. Okay, then I guess I have to climb back up then. I don't even have all the stuff. Are you kidding me? It's taking a little bit longer than I was planning. Still going this way. Actually, no, well, I lost track of where I've even going. That's another thing about hard mode. You don't get a map. And I realize how much I actually appreciate a map now. If that's the place you gotta go, it's the one you need to know. Issue a map. And it's funny that I'm mentioning that, like, if only gamers put this much effort into, if some gamers put this much effort into, like, real-world stuff. Because I remember back during the Mega Man Legends 3 debacle, I actually liked on Facebook, you know, like, and, you know, hopefully we can get Capcom to realize the error of their ways and stuff. But one of the issues... Do I go through? Should I go through? I'm going through. I'm going through! What is it, though? That, dang, I was on a roll with something. Oh, yeah. That me and a few other people kind of got into an argument with one person on ColdWarNation.com about, he was saying that, like, how dare you, like, you guys are so dumb and entitled, trying to fap to Lara Croft and stuff. Like, why don't you worry about, like, real world stuff and that kind of stuff? And a lot of us were, like, arguing back at him about, what is it? About, like, dude, just calm down, you know, like, what have you done in your life? Because he's trying to get mad at us for, like, talking about video games and stuff, trying to get on his high horse. Oh, God. Ghost, no! Okay. He was getting on his high horse about, like, how dare we only do about video games when there's more pressing matters. But he was doing it in such a jerky way, we just didn't really want to listen to him. But thinking now, yeah, there are more important things in life than video games, of course. Although, your entertainment is, I want to say, equally important, because art and entertainment and stuff. But human rights, that kind of stuff, is definitely more important. I hope I'm not rambling in all the wrong ways. But, I think what's important is that if you want people to get on board with your cause, don't be a jerk. That's probably, like, the most important thing about it. Like, what is it? If people don't immediately listen... yeah, okay. If people don't immediately listen to you, don't go like, you know, you guys are just a bunch of fat, lazy neckbeards who, you know, love to make out with ponies and that kind of stuff. Because you're not going to get a lot of fans if you're going to be jerks. If you're going to be a jerk about just about anything, really. So, What's the point I'm trying to make with this? If you want people to get on board with your cause, just don't be an a-hole about it. That's all I can really pretty much say, honestly. Watch as this thing leads me to the exact same location. Yep. I'm officially lost now. So how's your day going? Oh, jeez. I think I ran out of soaps to stand. I think I ran out of boxes to stand on. You know, because soapbox. Although, with all these other boxes I actually have, maybe I could actually race with them. Soapbox derby. That is the joke. Oh, no, you don't. Actually, I know where I need to go now. There's one location I actually kind of ignored. I don't think this is the location. Okay, I am truly, officially lost. If only I had a map of some sort. Because you guys could say, hey, go back to that mirror, but no, it's not the mirror, because I still need that one last piece. Figures I need one piece to... Okay. I was just here! I'm going back, screw this. God dang it. God, duck. It's... No. Alright. I'll figure out where I need to go soon. There was a set of stairs that I need to step up. Come on, step it. Yeah. And I'm sure it's around here somewhere. I just need to keep looking for it. And then again, I'm sure it's somewhere around here. But yeah, I think that's just about it. Oh yeah, but I did tell the guy myself too that, like, hey, if you're gonna try to get people on board, don't be a jerk. I already said that. I already made that point. What else can I even really say about that? I need to just stop beating the dead horse. But this racket just swings so well. And that horse said mean things to me, so... I mean, I wasn't the one who killed it. It died of old age. I mean... It's a very dumb hypothetical sketch right there. Okay. Let's go try to find that last thing. I've already kind of taken long enough as is. If this was any other mode, I'd have beaten it by now. Well, a dungeon sure is da-da-da-da! I was gonna say da-da-da-dark, but... You know. Okay, let me just hit this guy again. Take this! Oh yeah, and one other interesting thing. I really do love when companies mention what kind of tools they use to make a game. Because in the credits, they actually said that they use like something from a company called Autodesk. Which is generally interesting because, you know, that means that, hey, if they made a game, then that means I can make a game. And it's kind of an... I mean, I know that they're just kind of giving credit where credit is due. But, you know, it actually kind of helps, like, aspiring developers and artists and stuff. We're like, hey, I really want to make this, but I don't even know where to start. So, you know, when they mention, like, the tools of the trade, it actually gives you the opportunity to actually, you know, try to understand the tools, too. I mean, it's not going to be as easy as, like, you know, press 2 buttons and it actually works, but at least you have a starting point for once. Which is kind of funny, because, like, this is a whole lot of art tools that I've tried to use in my life. Oh, another boss. Not boss, mini-boss. There's a whole bunch of tools I've tried to use in my life, thinking that it would easily make me a better artist. And that wasn't exactly the case. Like, I think my first best example would be downloading Photoshop. Like, I think, oh, cool, if I download Photoshop, I could be as good as all these other artists. Yeah! And then, that didn't happen. And then I thought, like, ooh, if I get a Wacom tablet, maybe I'll be as good as all these other artists. And that didn't happen either. It turns out I actually had to install a driver in order to make it work properly. But even still, I wasn't really that great of an artist yet. I'm not even saying I'm good, I'm just saying, you know, I was lower than I was before. And then, what is it, Flash? I wanted to make animations. That was probably like the most embarrassing one I could probably mention. I was thinking, ooh, if I download Macromedia Flash, I'll be one of the better animations out there. I'll be as cool as Ego Raptor and all those other guys, Hot Diggity Demon and stuff. And I was really, really mistaken with that. Like, okay, it took me 5 minutes to draw this one picture. Now, how do I make it move? Well, you actually got to draw it again? Are you kidding me? It's funny, because I'm not the only one who actually went through that, too. I remember Lazy Guy. This isn't meant to be an embarrassing story of him. It's just funny how it, like, kind of extends to other people, too. That, he wanted to try to make an animation, so he drew a picture, and then he called me up saying, okay, DT, I drew the picture, now how do I make it move? I was just like, oh, dear. You gotta draw it again, but just slightly different, like, what? And it's just funny how, like, everyone thinks something is so easy until you actually have to do it. And I guess that would kind of bring me into like another thought that when you think about it, a lot of people end up playing like backseat artists, backseat CEOs, backseat just about anything when they're not in control. But watch as it's time for them to be in control of something. That's like kind of the make or break. That's not to say that they can't do better, but can they do better? And more often than not, you know, they spout so much hot air, but then when it's actually their turn to do something, it doesn't work out as well as they would think or say. Okay, freaking ghost. But yeah, I'll talk about backseat stuff in the next episode. I mean, I'm pretty sure I could wrap it up before the even end of this fight. Magica Big Duck, how dare you appear out of nowhere? Also, I really do love her, like, laugh at this, game. Oh no! Alright, Magica. If I could beat her within, if I could beat her within 1 inch of my life. Nah, but, if I could actually win this, stop it! She killed me! I have never been hit by that attack, ever. So the fact that I did today, well, today was a sad day. Oh my god. I need to slow my butt down. I swear, when you're talking and playing at the same time, that is exactly what screws you up. Like that right there. Okay, not this time, Magica. Take this. Yeah. Yeah, it's just so well animated. I mean, look at it. Look at it. I want all of you to look at it. No, seriously, like, this isn't even stylized. This is like of the general style of the cartoon itself. That's how good it is, and that's how much I love it. And I love it. Man. Like, I'm not sure if a lot of people understand where I'm coming from, but this is the kind of stuff that's generally inspiring to a certain extent. Like, take this. Yeah. Yeah, this is the kind of stuff that's, like, inspiring to, like, make me actually want to, you know, continue trying to be an artist, cartoonist, and stuff. I keep saying that, and I never really feel... I always feel dirty saying, like, I'm a cartoonist and stuff, even though I just got hit. Don't get hit again, please. Okay. I always feel just a little bit dirty whenever I say that, because, like, I'm sure I'm worthy to a certain extent as being an artist, but it's just... I don't know, it's like... it's something. It's definitely something. Alright. Please let this be the final hit, because I would rather not have to worry and dodge again. Take this! Okay. There we go. Yeah, I'll go talk about how I'm not an artist, and I'm not. Don't worry about it. Okay. But now, with that, my favorite stage completion music of the longest. Check it out. Yeah. See, when you even improve on the stage completion music, you know you've done a good job as a music composer. Jake Kaufman, my thumbs up to you. He's not even probably going to watch this video. Hey, Jake Kaufman, if you're watching this video, like, fave, subscribe, and comment below. I'm just kidding. I mean, if you want to, I'm not going to stop you. I mean, but, you know. I'm just putting the word out there that I really appreciate what you do. No, seriously, I really do appreciate what you do. Anyway. So that's the end of episode 2. Took a little bit longer than expected, but next episode we're going to be going on to... Actually, let me go see what we're actually going on to next. We're going on to the African Mines. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Peace.